What if I told you this 3D scrolling effect is actually just Figma? In this tutorial, I'll show you how I built this prototype using a few simple tricks to create the 3D scrolling illusion. The drone is actually an animated GIF, and as you move through each section, its position changes to create the illusion of 3D movement. Let's dive in and build it. Before starting, let's quickly understand how this effect works. I designed the website as 5 different sections. The first section is the hero. Then we have the business services, the benefit section, testimonials, and finally the footer. The trick is that the drone exists throughout the experience, but its position changes from section to section. So when you scroll down, the section moves upward and the drone stays in the canvas by just changing its position. Now we need a good drone image, so open Pinterest and search for drone references. Try searching for something like commercial delivery drone front view. I'm specifically looking for a drone that has a strong front facing perspective. I like this one and I'm going to use it as the visual reference for the AI generation. Now open Google Flow, upload the reference image, and write a prompt defining your exact requirements. I will write something very simple, change the color of the drone to yellow and make it hold a delivery package. And this is the result I got. This gives me a much cleaner asset to work with. But there's one more thing I want. I don't want the drone to be completely static. I want the propellers to move naturally so that when we put it into the website, it actually feels like the drone is flying. So now I want to animate this drone. Instead of trying to figure out the video prompt myself, I'm going to upload the image to Chatgpt and ask it to create a prompt specifically for a natural hovering animation. Once you have the prompt, open Google Flow, select the drone image. Open the video settings and select ingredients. Choose the 16:9 ratio and Omni Flash model. Select the 10 seconds duration and X1 for generating one option. You can also select X4 if you want 4 options, but it will use more credits. For one video of 10 seconds, it uses 15 credits. Now paste the prompt and hit enter. And now we have a short drone animation, but there is a small problem. We don't want the background and the sound, so I'm going to edit it into After Effects. I'm bringing the video into After Effects. Here I'm going to speed up the animation. In my case, I'm stretching the footage down to around 50% of its original duration. So basically, I'm making the drone animation approximately twice as fast. This is an important little step because once we convert the video into a GIF, Photoshop can make the animation feel slower by speeding it up here first. The final GIF feels much more natural. Now I will remove the background of the video footage. Right click on the video layer, go to the effects, then go to keying and select linear color key. Now from the effect controls, we need to do some adjustment. Select the color picker from the key color and pick the background color from the video. This will remove that specific color from the video. Now adjust the tolerance and softness if required. Now to remove the audio, just disable the audio from the video layer. Now to export the video, go to the composition, select add to render, click on the output module settings, go to the format drop down and select QuickTime. This will export the video in MOV format which we can import in Photoshop later. Now to make the video transparent, open the channels drop down and select RGB plus alpha and select OK. You can select the output folder from here and click render. Now that we have the video, I'm importing it into Photoshop. Open Photoshop, go to File, go to Import and select Video Frames to Layer. Now select the video and click Open. Keep the default setting and click OK. Photoshop will convert the video into a timeline animation. If you don't see the timeline, go to Windows and select Timeline. You can preview the frame animation by clicking the play button. Before exporting, there's one important setting I want to change. We need to remove the delay between each frame. In order to do it, select all the frames. click on this arrow and select no delay. This makes sure Photoshop isn't adding additional waiting time between frames. Now we are good to export the GIF image. Go to File, then go to Export and select Save for Web. Select GIF, then keep it selective. Select No Dither. Keep the color to maximum 256. Now save the image. This is how our GIF image looks like. Now let's finally move into Figma. Import the GIF directly into the design. And this is where things start getting interesting. Instead of treating this like a normal image, Figma can play the GIF when we run the prototype. Place the drone image into the header at the center. Group all the sections and make the frame size to 1024 pixel. Duplicate the layout and move the group layer upwards to display the second section on the canvas. Duplicate the layout again and display the third section on the canvas. Repeat it 2 more times. Now we have 5 separate sections. Now I'm moving over to the prototype tab. I'm connecting the first frame to the second frame for the interaction. I'm using the on-click interaction between the sections and a smart animate transition. The exact timing is something you can adjust depending on how dramatic you want the movement to feel. For this design, I prefer a relatively quick transition. Something around 800 1000 milliseconds gives the drone enough time to move while still feeling responsive. I'm also using an easing curve that gives the movement a little more natural feeling. Apply same interaction settings to all the sections. Connect second section with third, connect third section with fourth, connect fourth section with fifth and fifth with the first one. And now let's see what happens. As I move from the first section to the second section, the drone moves across the screen. Then it changes direction. Then it moves again as we reach the testimonials. The website is technically just transitioning between different frames, but because the drone is moving continuously between those frames, our brain interprets it as one object traveling through a 3D environment. And that's the trick. We are basically using position, scale, and timing to create the illusion of depth. And that's how you can create advanced interactions in Figma using animation, smart animate, and a little creativity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.